Hello and welcome. My name is Tatiana Tavares, and I'm inviting you to join me to learn a little bit about cleaning with essential oils. And this is something I'm really passionate about because when a few years back, when I was looking at how to best replace cleaning products in my life, I was using simple things like soda and vinegar. I wasn't quite fully satisfied with results, and I wasn't happy with this, vinegar smell either. But I was really adamant to replace all the toxic chemical products that otherwise, I would be using, and wasn't, as I said, that was not something that I wanted to do, and I'll explain to you why a bit further. So in this webinar, I'm really excited to share some ideas that I have implemented and had really good successful experience, and I'm continuing implementing and trying different recipes. So hope you're going to enjoy it. Grab your cup of tea or whatever you prefer. I've got a tea here. Since this is fun, it's relaxing, it doesn't have to be a school system. And yes, let's get started. What I'll start doing is by sharing my webinar slides with you. And then we'll take it from there. Here we are. Right, like me introduce myself again. I'm Tatiana Tavares, and I love everything that is natural. And the reason I love it mainly is not because, not just because I like my just being maybe a little bit progressive with it, but actually being a mom has made me so much more aware of what's going on around us, and what are the dangers lurking around that can potentially harm my family and harm my kids. And one of which is actually cleaning products, which is a massive issue. I don't think it's get highlighted enough. There's a lot of information around how to raise children emotionally, what food to feed them, which is really important. But the one thing that gets overlooked often is actually the cleaning products that children happen to inhale, in the process of us using them. And those products are very harmful. So my mission is also to help not only to clear my home from toxic chemicals, which I've done and continue trying various recipes. It's just fun, but I also want to help many other families to do it. So I've set out to make it more fun. 2,000 families that I would love to get rid of this toxicity at home, because I think by doing so, we're not only helping our family, but we're also teaching our children to do the same in the future. So I love this topic. Now, before we get going, I want to explain how this webinar will go. So we will go into why it's so important to replace the commercial products, what ingredients, natural ingredients, and we can replace them with. And we'll talk about why we need to use essential oils and which essential oils actually to use, and some recipes, which is the fun thing, right? So yes, let's get started. So I've looked into quite a lot of resources in the process of my personal research, and I found quite a lot of upsetting literally information, finding out that the toxic chemicals are not even being delivered to us. This information that goes on each bottle of cleaning product is not complete, because it appears that cleaning the industry, they're not required to list all of the ingredients. They're only required to list those that had been highlighted by European Environmental Agency that possess danger. So if you look around at any bottle of spray you have, it might have just a handful of ingredients. But if you were to take it to a laboratory, they will give you a list of over 100 chemicals in there. And if you ever studied chemistry or just the basic understanding, all chemicals interact with one another, so it then creates something else and something else. So it becomes a massive soup of chemicals, and we don't even know the extent of what it's potentially doing to us. We just left at the guesswork. We're like, and not only we are exposing ourselves to it, we're exposing the most vulnerable groups, and these are our kids and elderly in our family, because they're just not able to get rid of all that toxicity. Their body is not longer efficient, and children just as well. So we want to make sure that we replace them. And this is something that I'm really, really passionate about. And I think, as I said, I want to help people to find it, because what I find as I speak to people every now and again about this topic, many people actually kind of obviously see the label that is dangerous, it's harmful, but I don't know what else to do. As if there is no alternative. And so today, hopefully, I'm hoping to open up this, if you haven't tried it yet, to actually try, and you'll see how simple it is. So these all cleaning commercial products pose danger. So it can be immediate, and also over the course of time, it can be a much bigger problem. So European Environmental Agency, there is an agency in each country, warns people that from the scientific research that they have gathered, they have clear evidence to display that there is an endocrine disruption that causes effects to the wildlife and to people as well. So it's just being wise and precautionary to avoid using the chemicals to as much as possible. So that's as far as I can go. And the reason for that is very simple. It's extremely complex to deliver a ban on a chemical that they feel there is a danger, because they have to provide concrete evidence for it, and that takes many years, decades, to see what happens, research it. In the meantime, we're all using it. We are like test rabbits, really. And then it takes lots of time. It takes a lot of resources, and also, as I said earlier, chemicals are reacting with one another, so it becomes harder to isolate one ingredient, one chemical from the other, to make the direct link. So it becomes like a huge tangled ball, and I think it's just it's probably easier to just accept that they're just not safe for any of us. And they can cause various things immediately. Maybe you might clean your home and suddenly you have a headache, or you have watery eyes. So this is or you can't breathe well. You want to make sure that you open up your windows. I certainly could never clean like my bathroom around with my kids around, because I didn't want them to inhale it, which is not a problem anymore. In fact, I encourage them, and I ask them to clean their mess, and I give them the products to clean with. So I feel safe. I feel safe for them. And there are, of course, much bigger problems that can, in a longer term, potentially cause damage to our health, and including cancer, kidney, liver damage, central neural hormone disruption. All this, all those things can, add major part of our health, right? We want to stay healthy. Now, there are safe alternatives, and I want to go through some of them. Borax is an absolutely natural mineral, and I just want to say almost all of my cleaning products I buy on Amazon, because I buy them in bigger size, so it makes it easier for somebody else to carry, like 5-liter, white vinegar upstairs. But if you have a near you a shop that is a natural shop, I'm sure you'll find it all in there. And I love it because it's a brilliant deodorizer, and you can use it for many things, like cleaning a floor, and many just literally like cleaning your kitchen. In laundry as well. White vinegar we use it for cooking, so it's a natural produce, and it has been used for many centuries, from the 6th century today. yes, it's a wonderful antioxidant. It will smell a bit strong, but don't worry, we'll have something to cater for it. But it has wonderful benefits. So the many uses as well. So with baking soda, which I'm sure all of us already have, such as the vinegar, so which is, again, it saves you already so much money instead of having a bottle for each purpose, like window cleaner, furniture polish. It's actually adapts. If you look into your food shopping list, it's no longer just food in there. We're having to pay for cleaning products. You ought to look how much you're spending. It's a mini fortune. And instead, consider just using the soda, using the vinegar, using natural products that they're just affordable and they have multi-purpose. You just like mix them and match for what you need it to be used. It's why baking soda is lovely, is amazing household cleaner. I like using it for more kind of heavy duty jobs that requires a bit of scrubbing, for example. You want those grains to get into it, or just like carpet cleaning. It's wonderful. And I like using Castile soap, and it has this foaming effect, so it's brilliant for making soap, cleaning kind of mixtures as well, for scrubbing. It mixes very well with all those ingredients, and it's friendly, biodegradable produce. Citrus acid, another thing, you only need a small dose. It's wonderful if you need to get off from descale your cattle, for example. I like using it to clean the toilet bowl as well. So there's not many ingredients that you need. It doesn't have to go into hundreds. And trust me, they work better than most of the sprays out there. So let's have a look. What is the missing element that I have found to add to my cleaning product? And this is when it started my mission to create as many things, not as many, replace as many things as possible. And I'm so glad that I'm seeing these results and knowing like, wow, this is even better, and I don't have to choke and spit my lungs out in the process. So it's wonderful. So I love using essential oils, and I explain to you what they are first. So they are aromatic compounds found in plants. They're absolutely natural, something that nature has created, and plants create them in order to protect itself against environmental threats, like same as we're facing, such as fungi, bacteria, viruses, and so it's a wonderful immune system for the plant, and has other benefits as well and purposes. So they have no harmful side effects, unlike petrochemically made cleaning products. And actually people have used them for hundreds of years. And I love that the fact that the essential oils, as we're using them, serving us in more than one ways. It's like you buy one, get one free, more like get 10 free, because since I started using essential oils in my cleaning products, I actually like cleaning because things smell so lovely, and it also has an effect on your emotion, and I will talk about it later. They're very, very potent. They're 50 to 70 times stronger than the herb, and the process of extracting them is very delicate and very labor intensive. And in order to get them, you can either use cold pressed or very gentle heat distillation. So it requires a lot of science, patience, understanding. You really probably have to be an alchemist to be able to do it. So not everybody can achieve it. So it's a skill of it's a fine art in my view. So yes, and and actually essential oils, something that, as I said, they've been used by people for centuries, and I'm so excited they're now coming back into our lives. I'm so glad to have them in my life, because I can sit in here and talk about many things in areas of my life that have been improved, and I didn't have any other alternatives, and essential oils came to the rescue. So I use the Terra essential oils, and I use them for major. One of the most biggest reasons is the quality. Quality is everything. It's, as you know, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And this goes a long way, because if you have high quality of something, you only need a tiny amount for the efficiency. And this is exactly the story with the Terra. Now, I wanted to expand a bit more and let you know that although the essential oil industry is expanding like astronomically, the industry is not regulated by any governing body. So there's a lot of gaps. There is a lot of opportunistic behavior in the industry, and lots of people are trying to jump into this massively growing market and cutting corners and literally, misleading people with the information about purity, about it's an organic title. Everybody falls into this one, but it's a little. Organic doesn't necessarily mean 100% of complete purity. So, and this is important, because if we're thriving to clean our life from toxic chemicals, then that the same should apply to the essential oil you're using. If you have an essential oil that is not pure, that may contain some GMOs or some synthetic compounds, which is often the case, because, as I said, there is nobody to govern that place. There could be side effects, and I would like to think that we all concern ourselves with avoiding the side effect and making sure that what we're using is absolutely safe. And the Terra has managed, through core impact sourcing, where they have exclusive rights with farmers that have grown the essential oils and from generation to generations, and focus on quality, not on quantity, because the Terra gives them a chance to do that by giving them exclusive rights. And the Terra tells them, right, we want this essential to be of complete purity, and we'll test it. You test it, third party test it, and we test it as well to make sure it meets it. And not only that, it has the highest therapeutic potency. So there is two elements to it, and to achieve it, it requires incredible amount of understanding of the process. So therefore, it's important for the Terra to have very close cooperation and support with the farmers that they're working with, and that's very important. So the essential oils come from indigenous places where the plants have the ability to produce the essential oils of the highest potency. So, and it will depend on literally everything, on the amount of sun, of rain, of soil quality. Is just as I said, it's a very, very fine science. So CPTG stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and it means that the essential oil is pure and with no artificial ingredients, fragrances, or fillers. There is no GMOs, and it's also safe. It's to be tested to be free of harmful chemicals, and it's potent. It means that the CPTG is a standard, very, very high standard of active compounds. What that means is that those chemicals that are gently extracted and not destroyed have to be at its highest level. Because if something in the process doesn't follow the system, the correct extraction or preservation, or so a distillation process, then the active compounds drop, and therefore therapeutic values drop, and that goes below the standard. So it cannot be the Terra product and sold as the Terra essential oil. And the Terra goes through a very, very, very rigorous extent to make sure that essential oils we use are the best. So let's look what oils we can use. So now let's talk about what oils that we're using before we go into recipes. You probably guessed it's lemon essential oil, because lemon, well, it's in the kitchen already, and it has a very, very fantastic benefits. It's antibacterial, anti it takes all the grime, it removes dissolves all the petrochemicals. So I love it, you know, anything greasy. It's a really effective essential oil. Even I used, there was not greasy stain, it was a stain from the shoe polish on my carpet. And what happened, I couldn't get rid of it until I tried lemon, just put lemon, a drop on it. And after 4 minutes, I was just able to scrub it and didn't even see where it was before. So it's very, very effective. And you can make it, there's some ideas for you. Just in a spray bottle, you can just add however big is the bottle, maybe 30 drops of lemon, and just use it as a surface cleaner. Can be in the kitchen, can be anywhere in your living room, and on handles, on yeah, so it kills the germs, which is fantastic. I use it also for furniture polish, and it protects shiny wood. So I literally just mix some. I'll show the recipe a bit later. You can actually protect your leather, and yes, anything that is sticking. I know, like something gooey, or something that is adhesive or some kind. That solves your problem instantly. And if you have kids, those things happen often. So yes, and you can I literally put the lemon in most cleaning products I make. I just love it, and it's also very uplifting. So you can also use it to support your digestive system, respiratory function. It's also very uplifting. So cleaning doesn't have to be a dull activity. It actually lift up your mood as you clean up. So that's another major plus for me. And also assist with seasonal respiratory discomfort. So whoever gets a bit sneezy and runny nose, that's what you guys need to consider. One thing on the lemon essential oil, just like all citrusy oils, this essential oil is photosensitive, and what that means is that if you expose your skin after applying essential oil to the direct light, you might develop some rash. It could be severe, especially if they're children. So, and the recommendation is to avoid direct light for 8 hours. This is if you use topically. The next one is Melaleuca. Melaleuca is known as tea tree oil, has a really nice herbaceous smell, and it has 92 known compounds, and the rest is still being researched. And it comes from Australia. So most of you probably heard of tea tree oil and how versatile it is. It's wonderful for skin, for supporting immune system. It's again for environmental seasonal threats. I just can't even say it deals with fungi. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I use them for very, very different reasons. I love using it for cleaning because it cleanses well, purifies the air, so you can diffuse it and put it in your spray bottles with water, just like you do with lemon. So yeah, so you can add it to laundry loads, and anything, put some, if there's any grime on the floor, you can use it as well. And add peroxide, water and vinegar to soak your racks to clean high chairs and baby toys. So this is important because lots of us get sold into, cleaning, that's keeping the home clean from bacteria, especially if we have babies. This is so easy to make and absolutely safe, because we don't want the baby to be smelling something else other than the pure and natural things, and that's not harmful for us. And I like also using it because Melaleuca is a bit herbaceous. I like either adding lavender, something more citrusy, as well, to sprays. And what I love also how good it is and gentle for the skin, baby skin. You can even make natural baby wipes. So, and you only need a tiny amount because it is so potent. And make sure that you can add fractionated essential oil to help you with it. So as I said earlier, it has many purposes, and you can make your own aftershave for your partner, and you can refresh your shoes after a long day of walking, and you can make your own mouth rinse. Peppermint is a good one. Peppermint, lemon, protective blend, and of course Melaleuca, because it is antibacterial, and that's what causes many issues with the mouth, the bacteria. So I think you can pretty much safely put Melaleuca everywhere, to be honest, and that's what I like it for. It's just so versatile. And the next one is a protective blend I just mentioned. It's actually branded as On Guard. So, and I love it, and I actually call it the superheroes, 4 superheroes, so which includes wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And the combination of these essential oils gives something else. They give us such an amazing protection and such a wonderful support to the immune system that this blend should be used daily to support us throughout the day, to give us that extra boost. You don't know when you need it, all the time, especially living in close proximity these days. So I love this blend. It smells of Christmas due to cinnamon and clove, and I just yes, it's really kind of give you a sense of protection as well, and I love diffusing it as well. So you can literally make lots of things, and I love making my hand gel, hand sprays. So when I'm out and about, I just have something I can use and my kids use straight away. You can also make your nice cleansing wipes when you are out again with the kids. It's very good to keep your hands clean, but not necessarily removing protective layer. You can do many things. You can also purify the air, because this blend is so powerful. If somebody comes coughing and sneezing to your house and you're diffusing this blend, there is a great chance that it's not going to affect any member of the family, because essential oils compounds in the air bind with any pathogens before you even inhale them. They'll be stopped. So it's a wonderful way of cleansing the air. And you can make air fresheners and mix up all kind of combinations with essential oils to make wonderful surface cleaners. So this is what I clean kitchen, every part of the kitchen with, inside the fridge, on the ceiling, whatever I can reach. It's wonderful. So there are other uses to it, and as I said earlier, it's a wonderful immune booster. It's powerful antioxidant defense due to clove, and so have a look. I invite you to research it. In practice, I just like putting it on children's feet in the morning, but actually sometimes even in the evening when I feel like we are in winter time or when things are a bit down, I want them to have that extra support. So it has this spice. It does, I would say it can be regarded as sensitive. So if you've got young children, make sure you actually dilute this blend, please. And because of the clove, it's a hot oil, and it's wonderful, though the effect is just incredible. And you can just diffuse it or put in a drop in a glass of water. They also, I think, come in beadlets, which is handy as well. So there's many things you can do. And you can actually protect your fruits as well, which is fun. Next one is the cleansing blend. And I love it because it has this really strong smell of the pine forest. You literally inhale it and you're like, you get transformed into the pine forest with this tall and green, pines, and it's incredible. It's very powerful, and I think yes, it's wonderful. So there's any heavy-duty jobs, like dirty bin that's been emptied and it just stinks life So just put in a cotton wool at the bottom, and simply just with the drop of it, it's just amazing. You can put it. I'm gonna have to move to charge my computer. But I'll continue talking. So yes, it's a wonderful purifier. I like putting it also in the areas that need a bit of I guess assistance with smell. This is where we maybe keep our shoes or bags with sports gear of my son. So yes, it has many uses, and any kind of, if you have young children that tend to puke, that's another one that will save you. Trust me, the smell will go straight away. So wonderful, and you can use it in your dry balls in your laundry. There'll be a little recipe for you to pick up later, and just add it to your vinegar sprays in everywhere, in your toilet and bathroom. So as I said, it's a heavy duty one. I love it. It's not the one to be taken internally, so you can only diffuse it or use it topically. Okay. And yes, I've heard that it's really good for tissue skin irritations, any bites, insect bites. It will help a lot. And yes, the smell is just something amazing. The next one is my wild orange essential oil, and it's hard for me to pick the best one because I like so many of them. And the wild orange is just so uplifting. It's my natural perfume. I love inhaling it and putting it in my water bottle. It comes from Dominican Republic, and it's wonderful. It has so many benefits, and it's stimulating, has purifying quality, and has many uses for this reason. I love using it in winter, and I love using it in summer. Just remember, it's a citrusy oils. So when I use it in summer, I don't apply it directly on my neck, for example, but I would apply it on my feet or somewhere that would be covered. So maybe your belly button if you want to. And I mean it because it's a good place to put an essential oil because of the multiple veins in there, and this is like a motorway for essential oil to travel into you even faster. So yes, this is just some little ideas for you to pick up. For cleaning uses, God, I love smell so much. I just put it everywhere. Any citrusy smell works so well for me. And you can combine it with other oils. So don't worry, you can and you should mix them. And you can make it your own smell. So if you're a big lover of citrusy smell like I am, you will start putting them everywhere. And it's fantastic. So you can put them with vinegar into your spray. You can put you can just put your diffuser to purify the air, dryer balls, just so many ideas. You can have hand soap with a bit of castle soap, liquid one, and so there's you can make a even dish soap if you like. So there's many ideas. Every recipe that I'll be sharing you choose whatever oils you like. You really do. And that's what makes it so versatile and so personal and just lovely, I think. It is a powerful antioxidant. And hi, Nathan. And and it's a beautiful flavor for your food, for your desserts, for just your fresh water. It gives you a nice kind of flavor, and I like it. Just make sure when you drink your water, you drink it from the glass. You can see, I'm making sure that you can see me, guys, here. So yes, and you can just inhale it with peppermint and frankincense on your hands. Just one drop of each. It'll be so nicely and energizing. I love it. And and it's a powerful cleanser. It's a powerful purifier. That's why probably I have so many little bottles, and I love little guys' idea for those who want to get going. This might be the oil I will gift you with. So stay for longer, okay? So I just love diffusing it. And actually diffusing it, it might have different effects on you because we're all different. To me, I get a wonderful uplifting effect. I love it. But I know people who use it, diffuse it in the evening to help them relax and get ready for a good night's sleep. So what do you think, which effect do you think it might have on you? I think there are a few other essential oils that we can use, and as I said, you just make it as you wish, depending on who you are, what appeals to you, more herbaceous, citrusy smells, or more like woody smell. It's just amazing. So from citrus oils, there are so many. You can use wild orange, lime, grapefruit, bergamot. Oregano is it's a very powerful for heavy jobs. If you have a kid sick on the carpet, it will just kill everything that's in there. Eucalyptus, wonderful for supporting airways, but it's just so refreshing, almost like sweet to me. I love cassia, cinnamon, clove is a scent that you should be careful. It's quite hot one, but it's effective at killing mold. So you might want to use it for many of your bathroom, areas, cleaners. Rosemary, lemongrass, thyme, whitefish, and more, because that's the thing about essential oils. They are multitasking, and each of that plant have had to devise their own way system to protect themselves against exactly the same pathogens. So the result is the same. The root way, the pathway is different. The result is always the same, guys. So let's have a look at the recipes and start with just picking up a cloth and just cleaning your home, right? And I just wanted to say, don't feel like you have to drop everything and just don't feel overwhelmed. It took me I'm still creating this, ideas. I'm trying them. If I don't like something, sometimes it puts me off and I don't go back, and then later I do anyway because I want it. So it's a journey, and as long as you start doing one, pick up the most simple one and see the result, and and I'll promise you will want to go back and make another one. So air freshener, it's easy to make with some baking soda, with 5-6 drops of essential oil. So yes, it doesn't have to be a lot because the terrasols are very potent. In some ingredients on the internet, you might find 20 for only a small amount, but that is because they're not as potent, right? We're talking about quality. So it really pays off to have a higher quality because you're saving, actually, if that makes sense. You only need a mason jar with the holes and yes, and just and you can use the same recipe for carpet cleaning, and probably instead of using lavender, I would probably just use lemon. Well, I do. I do. And then leave it for a bit. I normally leave it for much longer. Leave it for an hour whilst I'm busy doing something else, and then hoover it up. Wood polish your furniture. Lovely wooden furniture will love a mixture of white vinegar, olive oil. So we all have olive oil. Then don't need to go and buy it, right? Specifically for it, like with cleaning products, get it, and then just use your own essential oil. In my case, it's a citrus oil again. And yes, and you just add it to the spray and use your yellow cloth to just wipe it. And I like using lemon because with my kids, I always get some stickiness somewhere that is really hard to get rid of. So I don't want to scrub it because I would damage the furniture. Instead, the lemon just removes anything that is sticky, adhesive, nasty looking. It just works like a magic, right? Homemade bleach. I'll be honest with you, I haven't made a homemade bleach, but this recipe I found, I was like, this is exactly what I could do with. So I really wanted to share it with you. I just need to top up my stock of DIY cleaning products with hydrogen peroxide. It's something that I don't use. I'm not blonde. And yes, but everything else, not a problem. Love lemon. So have a look, and And please avoid the sunlight, right? So as I said, if you remember, of course, it's hydrogen peroxide. That's another reason why. Mattress and carpet cleanser. Now, this is not something you would probably do every day, every week, every month, but you know, there is a lot of, we sleep on our beds, we have our skin sheds, it's dies, and you just want to make sure your mattress is, whenever you change and giving it a nice refresher, whether it's every 6 months, maybe, then you can just use similar thing to like to recipe for a carpet, use for the mattress. 1 cup of baking soda or more if you need to, and roughly 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of peppermint. Now I want to just express this amount of drops. It's not an exact science. You can have a bit more, you can have a bit less. It's, you know, it's not going to change much. It's like, just like cooking, I said, you just, it's, you know, if you put a bit more herb, yes, it will matter if you put, you know, maybe 50 as opposed to 5. That's a big one, but otherwise don't worry if you just get 5 more or 5 less, right? And the glass cleaner, so simple. Actually, recommend starting with the glass cleaner. It just takes 1.5 cups of white vinegar, filtered water if you have, or it could be just cooled boiled water, and your favorite essential oil. So citrusy oil is a good call. This is, again, I use lemon for my windows and mirrors, and I just like the way it smells, and it's so simple. In the kitchen, well, essential oils have been used in the kitchen for centuries, right? But mainly for food preparation and storing, because they are so much more potent than herbs. So if you have herbs, dry herbs in your home, you'll need to put like heaps of it. But if you were to just put an essential oil, you literally need a toothpick. That's all. Putting more would make dish not so nice anymore. So it's tiny amounts. But what I love about the kitchen is that, you know, it's end up being cleaned the most frequently, right? So for because it's been used so much. And the dish soap, you can make lovely dish soap with Castile soap. So I use just liquid form, and just add your essential oils that you like. Could be your lime, lemon, just some ideas for you. But you guys, you don't have to. If you don't have lime, that's fine. Just go with lemon or wild orange, or something else that if you like it better. So, and just, yes, mix it all up, add to your jar, and secure it. And just you need just a tiny bit, right? Fruit and veggie wash. There's some idea with cider vinegar. I'll be honest with you, I make it very nice and simple in my life. I just use lemon in a bowl, like say with fruits or salads, and it removes all the nasty petrochemicals or stuff that's would have been sprayed with potentially. Even though food is organic, it's not 100% organic. For example, in the UK, they're allowed to add 20% of GMOs and stuff we don't want. So yes, I have to make an extra step. So orange kitchen cleaner. Now this is interesting because it requires a bit more effort. So it takes you have to have an orange to peel it, and use and have white vinegar. You have to soak it a little bit. So I make simple sprays with essential oils, and you will see that it's just so simple. Just to get some white vinegar, distilled water, and just essential oil, and it really is working for me the best. And very, very simple. Even on a big glass bottle. The reason we're recommending glass spray bottles because we're using essential oils, and they're better preserved away from the light, right? So we want brown bottles and not white, unless you're making a mixture that has a very little amount of essential oil, and like maybe a window cleaner, it doesn't need much. Then yes, you can use, I use plastic one. Let's do the laundry today. This is what I'm happen to be doing today. And There are various also and oranges and blends you can use. Melaleuca Protective Blend, which is on guard. Wild Orange, Lemon, and Cleansing Blend, which we know about the pine forest, right? So, and you can just enjoy by creating very simple fabric softener, and if you, which I've used today, and it made the clothes really feel nice and soft. I made a smaller amount. I probably made in about, instead of like as it says in the in this recipe, 4.5 liters, I made it for 1.5 liter, and that's gonna last me a long time anyway. So dryer balls. Now, if you like using dry balls, you can just make your own, and it has a really nice recipe for you. You just need warm yarn and pantyhose, and just be patient enough to prepare it, wash it in hot water, then dry it, and essentially afterwards it'll be ready to be used. Now, another thing I like using is a protective blend laundry detergent, and I have been using the Terra's laundry detergent for about 2.5 years, and I love it. I mean, literally, there were a few instances I ran out and I had to do the washing. I didn't like it, the laundry wash, and I purchased something kind of organic version, and it stunk the house. It's just horrible. I had to rewash everything in the end. So, and it's really concentrated. It's 6 times more concentrated than what you'd probably normally used to. So you would fill up that cup to the top, but with this the Terra, you need like I don't know, the third of that amount for the same amount of load that you're putting. So, and it's natural, has all the originated enzymes. There are 6, and picks up all the dirt. If you do have like an old stain, sometimes I happen to find some old grease and it just would not wash off. And when I finally, it's like, okay, I'm gonna organize. I'm not gonna rush this time. I would get the stop. I would put a tiny drop of the laundry detergent on it, on this wet area, and just leave it. And then after a while, just would wash it. And then when it comes off, I just add it to the rest of the washing. Okay. So I do the washing about roughly 6-7 loads a week. And yes, it lasts me roughly 2.5 months. So it works out to be 62 loads. It varies, as I said, depending on the week of what I have going on, but it's a really economical version. So I love it. And this is done for you as well. So in the bathroom, it's another area I don't like, never like entering. Plus, like, oh God. These days I can just clean 12 kills in the bathroom. Having a bath saves me the time. And sometimes they're laughing because when I use things like soda and vinegar, it creates a little volcano and kids get excited. So let's look at the scrub. I said the baking soda is a good one to add. Little liquid castile soap to give a bit more foaming, and it's natural as well. Some water, a bit of vinegar, and essential oil, of course. You can use a lemon, you can use another essential oil to your preference. I like lemon. I like mixing as well sometimes, so it's a good recipe. And you just leave it for a bit and then go and scrub your tiles. Toilet bombs. Now this is fun, and I have all the ingredients, but I actually never made one. I don't know why. It seemed like, I'm mentally was preparing, but because it takes time, you have to dry it. It says that you have to place in silicone mold, which I now have, for 6 hours. And I'm not very patient. I want to be able to just like, right, I made it in a minute, go on, I'm using it right now. It's like, but the good thing about it, you can just save them and they stay there for you to use whenever you need it. So I think I will make it because I love it, and kids like little bombs as well because they're really nice and fizzy. Right? I make really nice hand cleansing spray. It's very simple with On Guard protective blend and a bit of aloe vera with vitamins if you want to. and add some water to your spray, and that's it. If you ever whenever you're in public place, transport, you just can, in a restaurant, you just literally sanitize your hands with that. So hand soap, it was interesting to make it, I have to say. What I did learn that I probably should have added more of essential oil. I can't remember how much I added to that one, but it did have a bit of a more prominent smell of castle soap, although it wasn't scented, but I was still smelling it for some reason. So, but I love the idea. It was very, very simple. And but the Terra has on guard version of it. It's nice and soapy, so I love that. Um, next one is Protective Blend products. I have mentioned to you about them, and if you're not very big on DIY, but you would like to still get started and with cleaning products that are non-toxic, I highly recommend this Protective Blend of foaming hand wash. You can get it with the pumps, and simple, just fill it up and it's ready to go. Fantastic. My kids love it. It's fun to play with the foam. Actually run out of it faster than I would want to, but the hands are clean, so that's the main goal, right? And another one that product that Terra has is based on Guard, is a cleaner concentrate, and I love it because it's actually not a massive bottle, but because it's such a wonderful strong concentrate, you get it with the pump, and then you decide whether you want to just clean the counters, in which case you just only need 2 tablespoons, or do the dishes, you just need 3 tablespoons, or maybe do a bit more like bathroom. You go, I think, for 3 tablespoons as well. I can't remember. It says it on the bottle. And it's all plant-based, so non-toxic, biodegradable, and it smells lovely, smells of Christmas, and it just works for every part of your home. And I love it as well because, when you start making your own things, it's fun. But for example, with soda, I find soda-based cleaning scrubs, if I clean my, let's say, oven top, it leaves this kind of white marking, like a trail, and it takes me like a while to get rid of it. But then if I just put a bit of a Protective Blend cleaner concentrate, as I said, it's already mixed up. You don't pour it from the bottle. You just press the pump, it comes out. It leaves it all, wipes it all nicely, and it actually leaves it all shiny as well. So I like it. And so yes, actually there's a concentrate directions here. I was wondering how many I need for bathroom. Okay, you need 3 as well, so it's great. And yes, wonderful idea. Now the power of aroma, I waited to get to it actually. And this is something that I discovered for myself, and fun to share, that I was cleaning, I wasn't feeling just as, I wasn't put off by it as much, and it was actually interesting to try something new and something that I like the smell of. And that's interesting because essential oils, there's a lot of research done into it, how aroma of essential oils, how in general aromas affect our nervous system. And it's wonderful to know this kind of thing, understanding the science behind it. So when we smell the aromas, the receptors in our nostrils pick it up, and this information travels to our limbic system of the brain, and that's in the same system, in the same part of our brain, our emotions are controlled. So it's not surprising that sometimes we smell something and it brings us a certain feeling, right? Certain, like, oh, you kind of react. It's like a software was downloaded for you to respond in a certain way. And it doesn't stop there, because brain is very complex. So from there, it's in the limbic area, there are olfactory centers. So and that those sensors literally control our physical functions as well. So these are things like your heartbeat, your hormones, your thyroid function, and another thing I can't remember now. So suddenly, it's not just how you feel; it's how there's a link to how your body responds physically to this aroma. So we suddenly like, oh wow, this is a lot more than just nice smelling thing, right? It creates the mass, the chemicals have literally physical, we respond physically to it as well. So it's amazing that you know something like that can be so multi-purposeful for us. So it's nice to diffuse them. It's lovely to um, just inhale from your hands if you don't have a diffuser, but it's a wonderful air purification and wonderful cleaning. So this is where we're coming from. And just to explain, some people in the past I've heard saying that they use it, they burn it maybe on the candlesticks, and this is the way to destroy the compounds, the healing compounds of essential oils. What you should be doing is looking to have a diffuser. So it's that uses cold water. Use a way of like very tiny vibration where this molecule is breaking up and they just puff up in the air and they don't get destroyed. So this is a difference, and I highly recommend you having a diffuser if you don't have one, because then it purifies the air. It has powerful effect on all family members. So with that, now that we spoke about all these wonderful essential oils and various recipes, I would like to explain to you how do you get these essential oils, because one thing is that once you start using essential oils, like just even lemon, you'll find so many applications. You'll find that, okay, maybe I need another one and another one and another one, and this one is good as well. So luckily we have an option to save straight away, and this is through a wholesale account. So it's allows us to purchase then these oils. I buy these oils at 25% discount. They just, and it's significant, especially if you want to get a bit more expensive oil. So you know amounts to quite a bit at the end of the day. And the membership fee for a year is £20 or $35. Can't remember, it's about 35 euros as well, or 25 euros. And this is like for yearly membership to have access to retail prices, right? And there are further benefits to membership. So people who have membership accounts, most people do, also have a chance to save from 10 to 30% back in product points. The only thing is that the only one requirement for the annual fee is that you buy one more product in a year. So, and I think it's pretty realistic that you will probably, once you start using them, would definitely want something else and replace your oils that you've used up. So, and when it comes to the end of your year, the following year, your membership renews automatically, unless you cancel it, of course. And you're charged £15 for it, but the Terra also sends you back a peppermint essential oil, which is a really nice gift and pays for the cost of the membership anyway. So it's a really good way to get the oils you want at a very affordable kind of option. With the retail option, you don't have access to 25% discount, and you have to pay for full price shipping. Whereas as a member, all the costs, sort of $3.50 for delivery, I get back with product points that I can use. So there are just only benefits. I don't see, unless you just want one only oil, like you don't want any more, I would highly recommend just wholesale account. And whichever ways works for you. But I hope I have showed you that these essential oils just, you know, absolutely amazing. And they are something that once you start using them, you will feel like, wow, why did nobody tell me that before? All right, one more thing I wanted to add is about Amazon. Some people sell them from their wholesale account, then resell on Amazon. I've seen it. And the issue with that, because it doesn't come with it from the Terra, it literally comes from somebody's small business or a household. There is no guarantee that this bottle, the content of the bottle, had not been tampered with, because when you open it up, for example, lavender will smell of lavender, but you know, there could be something else apart from it. So I would only recommend buying it directly from the Terra. Okay, so once a member, there is an option to save more and get rewards, and gets free oil. So this is done through a rewards program. And this is amazing for somebody who really wants to get more oils, get to try more products, because all the products that the Terra has, all infused with these amazing essential oils. And it just makes sense to move the budget from one place to another, because you get even commercially a better deal, right? It just may be the case that, you know, yeah, so this program may be an option for somebody who wants to start, you know, with small steps, and buy an oil each month. So, and this is a really good way for them to do it whilst saving in the process, saving in you know, earning product points and getting more oils. So you just have to, it's, you know, it's a personal choice, you know, due to many reasons, and I can help you, you know, choose the products that you might want to try through the rewards program. My details are here, so check them out. Yes, and if you listening to this webinar that came from not me, you don't know me, but from another person, then obviously to go and talk to them, please. That will be helping you instead. So, so all you have to do is just decide what is the right way for you. And one thing I love this part actually, pennies per drop. Because yes, these bottles are large, they're 15 milliliters. I think most other companies sell smaller bottles, which can be a bit misleading because people go straight for the price. Like, well, this bottle is more expensive, huh? But actually there are far less volume. There could be only like 10 milliliters at the best. Whereas if you break it down by drop, because this is all you need with the Terra, like if you put in a diffuser, maximum you would put 4 drops and that'll be enough. Other companies, because they don't have such purity and potency, they recommend 20 drops of an oil. So there are cost benefits straight away. And if you go down to that link I posted here, you actually see a PDF table breakdown per essential oil per drop. And you can see that lavender will cost like 15 pence. And that's all you need for it to affect your entire body in about 20 to 30 minutes and nourish your cells, for example. So, and that's why it makes it so commercially effective, far more cost kind of effective and very savvy, I would say. So let me know and I'll be able to help you choose the oils that will be most beneficial, because as I said, all these oils are multitasking. So you might not, you know, you might think you need many oils, but in fact you don't, because there'll be an oil that can cater for all 2 or 3 issues that you will want help with, right? And there are kits, enrollment kits as well, that helps to save you on membership. And also you get more oil, so you get more products like a diffuser for free, right? So yes, so all you have to do is just decide what you want and ask for help. There are some lovely tools I personally love using. There's many more. If you go on the internet, God, the amount of resources is just endless. I like using a couple of books, Modern Essentials and Modern Essential Living. It has loads of recipes, including cleaning, including self-care and cooking. So there's lots of fun ideas to try. And also the Terra blog itself has various DIYs, ideas and recipes. So you can just be confident that you will know what to do with the oils as soon as they come into your through your door. Now, I would like to say that for you guys who are listening this webinar and reach right to the end of it, I'm excited to offer you a free 5 milliliters wild orange to anybody who wants to get going, started by the end of the month. So I'll be able to send it to you by post, and your order will have to equal 100 points. So this is the smallest kit, like a sample kit, so of essential oils, and it's you know, there are more kits in there. And I'll be also sending you some nice goodies that you're not going to have any kid, but I'm quite generous, and I want everybody who gets started to feel like they know what they're doing. So a little brochure, magazine, and maybe some samples of other things. So yes, it's fun to, I think I love gifting, and this is something, you know, and congratulate, and you started, because it's easy to be enthusiastic about something that you already tried, right? You kind of, yes, it makes logical sense. But when I first started, I was very timid and very skeptical. So, and I know exactly what you're thinking, and you're like, well, you literally, you know, taking a jump, a leap of trust, right? So, and that takes courage. So I like to say, well done. And yes, totally. Your wild orange, you well deserved. Uplifting. And for so many other users, right? So get in touch so I can help you and enjoy the soils. Thank you ever so much for joining me here today. And I can't wait to talk to you. So get in touch. My number is below, or email me. So my number is 0784 696 3422, or you can just email me or find me on Facebook. And I can't wait, as I said, talking to you. Enjoy it and have fun, guys. Take care. Take care, guys. Bye. Thank you, Nathan. I just could not.